Welcome to Balance Body and Beyond. Thank you for joining me today. Our practice is going to be done mostly from a recumbent position, laying on our backs. So if you're someone who has sore or tender wrists, maybe unhappy knees, and working from your palms and knees isn't great for you, this is a perfect practice. It's a great practice to do first thing in the morning because we're going to incorporate a lot of stretching, some core strengthening, but mostly just to work out the cobwebs from our bodies. Let's give it a whirl. Roll out your mat and join me on your backs. So we'll stretch our arms out overhead. Big morning stretch. And we'll hug our knees into our chest. See if you can wrap your arms behind your legs and then give yourself a little roll side to side. Maybe shut your eyes. Massaging the back on the floor as you roll side to side. We'll plant our feet onto the ground and take your feet wide and send your arms wide. We'll move the legs side to side slowly. Just beginning a little stretch in the lower half of the body. And then gently turn your head and look away from the legs. Little smile goes a long ways. Excellent. We'll walk our feet in a little closer to our hips. Send your arms alongside the body. We'll begin with some bridges, pushing our feet into the mat. And then we're going to hug our knees into the chest. We'll make this a little compound movement. So we'll begin with one bridge. And then reach behind the legs and pull your legs in towards your body. Yeah. So you might move a little slower. You might move a little faster. But take some breaths as you're moving, lifting your hips up. You can inhale. As you pull your knees into your chest, you can try exhaling. One more. All right, sending our feet flat down. Let's send our left leg straight and bring our right leg in the air for a hamstring stretch. Now point and flex your foot, wiggle your toes, maybe roll through your ankle. And let's try the hamstring stretch on the other leg. Again, once you're pulling your leg in, you can point and flex your foot. All great morning stretches here. Maybe roll your ankle. We're not going to ask too much of the body. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we want to work out the cobwebs, work out the sore, sticky spots. Good. Hold here. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together and take butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of our feet together, opening the arch of your foot towards the ceiling. Let your hips open. You can bring your arms alongside the body. Now, if you can push off the outside of your feet to lift your hips, and that's going to certainly feel like a greater stretch as the hips come up, and then you can lower down. You might stay down the entire time. Right? You can do a few lifts. You might hold lifted the whole time. If you have a pillow nearby, you can slide a pillow under your hips as well. So just elevating those hips a little higher, giving the knees an opportunity to flare out wider. Super. Good. Bring your feet in, and we're going to scissor the legs, picking one knee up and then the other. So the goal of this exercise is mostly just to put a little heat into the core, to warm up the core. I said we would hold back on too many core strengthening exercises, but this will set just a little fire in the abdominal region to warm ourselves and just help us with some deeper stretches, which we are going to do very soon. Awesome. All right, so from here, we're going to lift for bridge, which we've done once already. So holding bridge, go ahead and bring your right leg up in the air. So we've done a hamstring stretch. We've already extended the leg once, so now we've got the combination of the bridge and the hamstring stretch. But we're going to turn this into a figure 4 stretch, crossing our ankle over our thigh. We'll just do some little pulses here, single leg bridge, just a few more little pulsing hip lifts. All right, now lower your hips down, and we're going to take our arms and cross our arms so our fingertips rest onto the elbows. From here, you're going to take the sole of your right foot and gently let the legs roll, and then take the upper body and let it go the opposite direction. So the sole of your right foot is on the ground, and then we're going to come back up to recenter and try that again. So the sole of your right foot touches the floor, and your right elbow comes down towards the floor. Good. So we'll continue that. So the upper half of the body is rotating one way, and the lower half is going the other way. Oh my gosh, I just love this stretch. So you might not get as quite the range I'm getting. Maybe you'll get a greater range, but you adjust as your body needs you to. You tailor the practice to meet the needs of your body. That is a must. All right, hold here. Let's just reach behind this left leg and pull in for a figure 4 stretch. And then you can take the left leg and straighten it. So we get a hamstring stretch. We get a glute stretch. Super duper. All right, untangle the legs, set the soles of both feet flat down on the floor. Let's reset our hip lift, our bridge, if you will. Send your left leg in the air. And now cross your left ankle over your thigh. You've created that figure 4. We're going to do these small pulses. Yeah, not too many, just enough to stir things up. Okay, lower the hips down, bring your arms over your chest, cradle your elbows and your fingertips. Now the sole of your left foot is going to drop to the floor, and your elbow floor on the opposite direction, and then pull yourself back to center. That might be the hardest part, is resetting your center. And maybe you want to hold the stretch longer than me. You certainly can do that. You can relax and let the sole of the left foot hang heavily onto the floor. Are we in it for one more? Because that just feels great. All right, well, it feels great for me. Hopefully it feels great for you. Reach behind the right thigh. Let's hold our figure 4 and then straighten the right leg, getting that hamstring stretch. What a great way to get our bodies loosened up. Untangle the legs, and we're going to take our arms overhead one more time, and your feet flat on the floor. We're going to lift for bridge. Oh, I guess you know that I like bridges, huh? And then we're going to sweep the arms like a snow angel under the body. You can interlock your fingers, have them touch in some formation, and then sweep the arms overhead. It's a little shoulder mobility here. Interlock or tap, holding bridge, feeling the stretch to the front of the body. Getting loose on top. One more. And then we'll roll to the side of our body. So maybe lay on your right side. We'll stay together. And we're going to circle our top arm, taking in a big of a circle as you can create. Let your head rest comfortably on the floor. Pull your knees in front of your hips. How about changing directions of the circle? Don't forget to incorporate some nice deep breathing. And finishing with this last circle, you'll then just roll to the other half of the body. Get yourself situated. Place your knees in front of your hips. Take your top arm and begin to circle. Big breaths, cleansing breaths. Change directions of the arm circle. My mother and I went last week and did our annual pumpkin and mum/flower shopping for the fall. That was so much fun. We decorated her yard and my yard. So it's certainly enjoying the fall decor. All right, finishing up with this circle. Lay flat on your back once again. And then hug one knee into the chest. Let's come into a seated position. And in this seated position, we'll extend just one leg. Oh my goodness, I got some dirt on my foot. That was from the dirt from repotting my flowers. So I am gonna have you open up the hip. Sometimes I'll have you put that leg straight forward, but we'll do this as a hip opening stretch. And we're gonna actually lean over the bent knee first. So you're gonna lean over the bent knee, and then you're gonna lean over the straight leg. Both stretches will feel different. And then we're gonna kind of make that a flowing sequence. Lean over the bent knee carefully, and then over the straight leg. Yep, one more on each side. Try to keep these toes pointed to the ceiling or straight up as you bend. You get a little mini push-up there, right? You feel that through your arms, a little mini push-up. Slide this leg back behind you. And then bump the front foot more forward because it was pretty close into the thigh. Sit tall, yeah, and we'll go side to side. Little lateral bending, hips opening. And if you can see, look how much space is between my back knee and my front foot. Gives the hips a little more opportunity to open up. So if your body can manage that, do it. If not, do what you need to. Both arms up. Slide your hands back, lean back, open through the front of your body. And then we'll try that then on the other side. So as you extend your right leg off to the side, you can pull your left foot in pretty close, but you still want a sensation of both hip bones pushing down. We're gonna fold over the bent knee, little push up, and then fold over the straight leg. And I just reminded myself to flex my foot, toes to ceiling. And be forgiving to the body. Both sides aren't going to feel the same. Be proud of yourself for getting here and taking this opportunity to stretch. And be good to your body. All righty, looking forward, let's bump your front foot farther away and then pull straight leg back behind you. Lots of space between the knee and heel. We're gonna do the lateral stretch, but because we've changed the placement of our legs, the stretch will feel different once again from one side versus the other. Seeing you reach your arm over your ear and your chest stays up. Both arms lift, inhale. And then slide your hands behind you, fingertips point to your hips, open through your chest, looking to the ceiling, or up to the sky, or the green leaves in my case. Looking forward, we'll take that butterfly. We did this laying down, but now seated. Very different sensation seated compared to laying down because we're in this really forced hip flexion. If you bump your feet farther away, that might be more achievable for you and might feel better. And once you're good there, we'll take a twist, look over your left shoulder. And then your right shoulder. And looking forward, we're going to bring our knees together, feet together, and we'll move side to side, seated windshield wipers. I do these a lot laying down. And then try extending the top leg. And see how far you can reach the toe away from the body, really straightening that leg. How about one more? Hold here, and we are going to take the leg straight out in front of us to start. We're going to pick up our right leg, give it a big hug. Now, if you'd like, you can bend the straight leg and just kind of lean to the side, see what you can do to tuck that leg underneath you. And then give a big hug, look over your shoulder. Great stretch for the outside of your hip. If you wanted to leave the left leg straight, you could. Look forward, and we're going to lower this top knee down. So this actually sets you up for like a shoelace pose. Now, see what you can do here. If that leg doesn't lower that much, that's okay. You might end up having your leg straight and let the leg lower. But we're going to take this top leg now and swing it behind us to get a little stretch to the quadricep. I encourage people to work real hard at keeping this bent knee connected to the ground as you lean back. So the moment you feel that leg picking up, just don't go back any farther. And then you want the bent knee to be pretty close to your straight leg. You can point this foot or flex it. And just going to lean back, maybe go to your elbows. Some folks can lay all the way back, just have great flexibility through the quadricep hip flexor. So if you are one of those people, go for it, lay back. This is about as far as I like to go. All right, we'll sit on up, extend both legs straight, and then we'll do this stretch starting with the seated spinal twist, holding our leg. Now to get this leg bent, you can kind of lean to the side, yeah? And then give your leg a big hug. If you're holding your left leg like me, look over your left shoulder. Looking forward. See if you can lower that top knee down a little bit, kind of shoelace pose. Well done. We'll straighten the lower leg, and then the top leg is going to rotate back behind us for our quadricep stretch. Knees side by side, working our way down. I hope this morning stretch, afternoon stretch, evening stretch has been good for you. It's certainly been good for me. I applaud you for taking care of yourself, giving your body what it needs today, and maybe just taking time out for yourself, hitting that pause button. Come on up. We'll sit tall, and I'm going to let you sit, whether it's in a straddle, cross-legged, whatever feels good for you. Breathe in through our nostrils and a long sigh out. One more time. Big breath in through your nose. Bring our arms overhead with a strong inhalation. We close our practice with gratitude and thanks. Namaste, my friends. Take care of yourself, and the rest of everything else should fall into place. hit subscribe, share this channel, and I hope to see you for more yoga in the upcoming weeks. Thank you.